Hello YouTube, how is everyone doing? And welcome back to my Let's Play of Dark Souls. We are on part 29, guys. In this episode, excuse me, we're going to be hopefully, finding the last couple of bonfires in the Tomb of the Giants. We're going to be taking on a boss, and we're going to be hopefully leaving the Tomb of the Giants behind us forever. So there's a couple of things that we need to go over in this episode. I managed to find the bonfire with the blacksmith here. So this is the blacksmith. You'll get a cutscene the first time you enter here, and he'll break down this wall, but this just leads out to where the skeleton wheels are that we've already faced. This guy actually reinforces chaos and fire weapons, so if you have any weapons you want to imbue with chaos or fire, this is the blacksmith you come to. So I believe there is an ember hidden in the Tomb of the Giants, which we will be looting today, but let's just continue. So the bone wheel skeletons here, you can kill them if you want. I am just gonna run past because you guys seen me do this in the previous episode, and I don't want to bore you with this again, so just follow this path, and this is where we fought Pinwheel in the previous video. This is the boss room that we fought him in. And we climb up these ladders. Make sure you have a skull lantern or a spell equipped for the dark area. I have a skull lantern. So you just want to be walking across these large tombs here. You'll have to deal with a couple of giant skeletons. One is just here, as you can see. So I'll just switch back to your shield and just floor him with your heavy attack. Then switch back to your lantern. Right, so we should be looking for a way down now. And this is not the way down, so let's continue following these light sources here. I think you have to drop down to get this item, or there's a pathway that you can drop off, or you can just possibly drop off here, but I am really not after all the items, but I'll try my best to get it and see what it is. Just drop here, and you might be able to drop onto the platform it's on. There we go. And it's just a soul. All that for a soul. Okay, there's another skeleton here. Actually, there's a few skeletons here. There's one there and one behind. Am I actually in the... Oh, there's some ladders here. I can take these ladders down. Oh, yes, of course. Something's waiting for me here. Good thing I have plenty of heals. Okay, that is not very nice of you, Mr. Skeleton. Okay, so this is where the ember is, and there's a ladder here that we can take down. Inside here, I believe, is 6 giant skeletons, as you can see at the bottom. Now, what I recommend doing is going into your inventory and using the alluring skulls, and then what you do, this is the safest way to do it, use the alluring skull and then switch to your pyromancy and then target the skeletons and just use your pyromancy on them. Okay, so we might need to throw another one. It's a little bit tricky, but it's better than fighting them head on. And as you can see, there's 2 here, 2 skeletons that are just trying to attack me, but it's not working for you guys, so hard to lock on as well. So I might have to use a bow and arrow here. Did I get one? Oh, I don't think I got one. Oh, such a pain. Such a pain, this bit, unfortunately. Well, I know I'm damaging one because one's nearly dead, so I got one. Well, at least I defeated one. Yeah, I'm not going to climb down until at least 4 of them are dead. And I can see a couple more in the distance, so yeah, I'm going to have to use a bow and arrow. Excuse me. I'm not chancing it. I'm just going to use, bow and arrow. I have fire arrows, so it ain't all bad. So I'll just target these. Okay, I can't use fire arrows. But I can use Dragon Slayer arrows. So they're all in one corner now, just slashing away. But they're at an angle where I cannot hit them. But they're also at an angle where they can't hit me, so it works both ways, I guess. This tactic isn't working though, unfortunately. The only thing I can do is just drop down and do a plunging attack, but I risk heavy damage or possibly getting killed, but I don't really have much other options because I just can't seem to attack them. Oh, screw it. Right, I've killed 2, which isn't bad. There we go. Right, there's a couple more here. Soul of a Brave Warrior. Hello there. I have a bone to pick with you, my friend. Right, there's nothing else here, I don't think. There is a petrified blacksmith here, and this is where you get the ember I was talking about, which is the large divine ember. This will allow you to create and reinforce your divine weapons, which you need for your first visit into the catacombs. I said you needed an occult weapon in the last video. I actually have to apologise, I was wrong. You need a divine weapon. I got them mixed up. So a divine weapon will basically kill the skeletons and they won't come back. So if you have a divine weapon like a divine falchion or a sword, you don't need to worry about the necromancers, because if you have a weapon that has that status effect on, you can just kill the skeletons and they won't come back. So that is what I was trying to explain in the previous video, but I made a little error because I called it an occult weapon when it was not really occult weapons you need, it's divine weapons. So we've got the ember from here. I believe we only have to find another 2 embers and then we have all the embers in the game. So that's cool and all, but we really should be focusing on a bonfire about now. So there's another ladder here. These bone towers are pretty easy to get around. Not too difficult. A couple of hits and they're basically a pile of bones, as you can see. Now, if this is your first foray here, you will have to defeat Vince and Nito, 2 NPCs that you probably saw around the first chapter of the game. They have gone hollow, and if it's your first time here, they will attack you and you'll have to defeat them. So then you'll have access to Ray of Thorland, and she will sell you miracles at the Firelink Shrine. So I'm just gonna chug an Estus now, top myself off. Kill another bone tower here. Excuse me. Oh, what's this? A white titanite chunk. Right, I'm going to head back this way. Try and find the ladder, which was here. Climb up this ladder. Okay, there's a bonfire here, as you can see. Well, let's try and get down there safely. There is some ladders here. So if we take these ladders down, you'll be on the level with the bonfire. This is the first bonfire. So rest here if you need to. I recommend reverse hollowing and kindling the bonfire. If you have the humanity to do so, this will actually make the upcoming boss fight much easier, because you'll have access to 20 Estus flasks instead of 10 if you got the Rite of Kindling, and you get the Rite of Kindling by defeating Pinwheel. So once you defeat Pinwheel, you will get the Rite of Kindling. This will allow you to have more Estus flasks, which is always helpful. Who's going to say no to more Estus flasks? So I am just going to pop a couple of humanity here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that it's at max bonfire. So use twin humanities, this will give you 2. Now if you're attempting to do a new game plus run of the game, I recommend you go through every area and just reinforce every bonfire to its maximum capacity. That way, when you rest at each bonfire, you'll get 20 Estus flasks. And if you're going through New Game Plus, New Game Plus Plus, or maybe New Game Plus 7, you'll need all the Estus flasks you get, because each New Game Plus cycle, the bosses and the enemies will have a lot more HP and do a lot more damage to you, but you will also get more souls from the enemies dropped. So it's a trade-off really, but it's just advice, guys. You don't have to take my advice, but it might help you. So kindle once, this will give us 10. Kindle again, this will give us 15. And if you pop another humanity and kindle once more, you will get 20. So this should give us 20 Estus flasks, which is the maximum you can have in the game. So now that we have all that good stuff, let's continue exploring. Okay, back up the ladder. Now, somewhere around here will be a familiar face. And that familiar face is a scumbag called Patches, and here he is. You already know what he's going to do to you guys if you've played this game before. No, I am not a cleric. I believe he has a hatred for clerics from what I've read, so I just answer no. So you know what he's going to do, guys. He's just going to kick you off a cliff because he's a piece of crap. But that's what Patches is, unfortunately. It's what he's known for in the Souls games. Well, I'm sorry, Patches, but I'm about to disappoint you with that statement. You will not be stripping anything from my corpse. Oh, another bone tower, of course. 2 bone towers. So you can actually farm white titanite chunks from these enemies, which is cool. Obviously, the more humanity in your counter, the higher chance you'll have of getting the chunks. Because the more humanity you will have, the more item discovery will be boosted. Okay, another tower. See, I'm getting loads. Pretty good farming area as well. Okay, so we've been here before, but I think there's an arch up here. So if you want everything, you're going to have to take care of this skeleton. Let's head up here. Okay, so this is basically taking us back where we've already been. So I'm just going to ignore that because I came up here before. Nothing here, just a dead end. Let's try the other side. Nothing. No items, nothing. But there is a skeleton up there, just firing arrows, but He's not important, so I'm just going to ignore him. I bet you didn't think you'd see me again, did you, Patches? I forgive you, but the only reason I'm keeping you alive is because you sell items. Other than that, I would have kicked you off the cliff myself, Patches. Don't push your luck, Patches. Man, you ain't no friend of mine. You're a turncoat Judas. That's what you are. You are a backstabbing turncoat Judas. You stab your own mother in the back. Nobody likes you, Patches, because you're a piece of crap. The whole Souls community hates you. Oh, yeah. The character, not the voice actor. The voice actor does a pretty cool job of voicing Patches. I don't hate the voice actor. I just hate the character because he's a bit of a douchebag. So, yeah. So you'll have to deal with zombie dogs now or skeleton dogs. You need a good shield for these with stability because they can really deplete your shield. So just get an attack in, back off, get your stamina back, get another attack in. They really are quite troublesome enemies. And, there's a couple more items around here, but I'm not sure how you get them. So you'll have to defeat a few of these giant dog skeletons. Through the fog here, there's another skeleton archer. There's another one here, so just kill them as quick as you can is all I can say. The sooner you kill them, the better. Right, this is going to give me trouble, this one here. Look at the damage already. It's just like... And a Black Knight as well, that's not good. That is definitely not good, so... Just back off, one at a time. Drink another estrus. See what I mean? This is what you don't want. You don't want to be tag teamed. I'm just going to kill the dog. Turn around. Thank you for your halberd. See, that could have gone a lot better, but oh well, we survived. Which is always good. Oh, you're the one that's been shooting me. Ah. Soul of a brave warrior. I think drop down here and then head to the right. I think there's another bonfire down here. as well as an item. Effigy shield. So let's take a look at that shield. Effigy shield. Where are you? So, frightful occult shield defends against divine weapons and lightning. In an ill-fated plot to destroy the very gods, the followers of the occult once attempted to steal the power of Gravelord Nito, first of the dead. So it's very handy for going against enemies that use lightning weapons and divine weapons. So, yeah. It's not something I would probably use, but it's there. Right, let's get this bonfire. There it is. I can just about see it below me, just there. Oh look what's below me. Surprise, mother chuffer. There we go, light the bonfire. Kindle it if you want to. One. I'm going to need 3 humanities. 2. 3. Kindle. Once more for the 20. There we go. Another bonfire strengthened. Another titanite chunk. Another doggo. Oh no, come on. Oh, no! I'm gonna die, yeah. Well, at least I got 2 bonfires, guys. At least we managed to find 2 bonfires, so it ain't all bad. And my souls are pretty much here, so I'll try and aggro. Where the hell did he come from? Behind me. Well, of course. See how much damage they do, it's ridiculous. Excuse me. Let me heal, please. Oh my god, what a piece of crap. See, this is why I hate this area, guys. I said that about Blighttown, but I take it back. This area can go and jump off a cliff. Let's retrieve my paltry souls. 1,500 souls that are not even going to get me nothing. Right, I'm going to take care of the one behind me first. Wherever he is. I'm actually just going to see if I can skillfully avoid them. Don't you dare, you I'm trying not to swear. I'm trying so hard not to swear here. Asshole. Assholes. Screw it. I try and keep my channel reasonably clean, but 3 deaths in one video, I don't care. That is a asshole move. Keep the souls, I don't even care. I hate these enemies. Just die, please. Thank you. This is why you need a shield with good stability. Because without a shield, they will just knock you off cliffs and edges like it's happened to me in this video. But we're nearly at the end of this horrible place, guys. So just persevere. Now, if I was in a live state, you get invaded here, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I ain't going back to the bonfire. I'm dealing with them zombie dogs or skeleton dogs, but you will get invaded here. But I think you have to be alive to be invaded, in human state rather. A couple of bone towers here and a couple of giant skeletons. Oh, there's a tower here, there's a tower in front of you. One also spawns behind. And there's a couple of skeletons to deal with. Don't kick me off the edge. I've already died 3 times in this video. I don't want to die a 4th. Alright, so what you want to watch out for here is these enemies that resemble Pinwheel, but they're just similar to what Pinwheel was. You can just drop here and get a soul of a hero, and then just make your way down. There'll be little baby skeletons here, but just do your best to avoid them. But there'll be loads of them that try and surround you, so Just do your best to avoid them. What you don't want them to do is let them surround you, because they'll just become a nuisance. The skeletons here, they don't have a lot of HP, you can just slash through them. And this is a fantastic area because you can farm humanity off these baby skeletons here. So you can actually stay here and just farm and farm and farm for humanity. They don't always drop it the first time, but just keep killing them and they drop it. But they can poison you, as you can see. They build up your poison meter pretty fast. So just wail on them like this. Don't let them deal too much poison damage. Yeah, fantastic area for farming humanity. If you're low on humanity, these little guys drop it. Oh yeah, I'll do another video in depth showing you the farm. For this video, I just want to get out of this area because it's a very hated area in the original Dark Souls. The catacombs. The catacombs suck. Oh yeah. You do have to be quick though getting the humanity, because if you don't grab it there and then it'll disappear with them. So as soon as you see the hue like that, grab it. You only get a few minutes or a few seconds. Anyway, I'm gonna move on now and wrap up this video, because we have gone over the 35-minute mark. So yeah, I don't want to spend too much longer on a video. I just wanted to cram in as much as I could in this video, and we have crammed in quite a bit, I must say. So just make your way up here, collecting all the items. The soul of a hero. And through here you'll find the fog gate. So I'm going to pop humanity. You're going to have to take a flask when you drop down here, because you're going to be fighting Nito now, Lord Nito. What I also recommend in this fight is taking some moss, some poison moss, because he has an attack which does toxic build-up and poison. Two things you do not want, so I'm just going to remove that. And I am going to put in pine resin, because I believe he is weak to fire. So charcoal, pine resin, and then I'm going to put in some blooming purple muscle. So before we even begin the battle, I'm going to ignite my Zweihander, then drop in. As you see, you'll take some damage from the fall, but we should have enough Estus flasks to get through the boss battle. Who dares disturb my slumber? Right, so taking Estus. So that's the attack you've got to watch out for. I don't think you can avoid it. And he comes accompanied with a couple of skeletons because he is the first of the dead. So the skeletons are pretty easy to take care of. Because he'll just kill his own skeletons for you, as you can see. That shockwave he does kills his own army of skeletons. And then you just hug him and then just go to town on him like this. Just try not to get poisoned if you can help it. So he even gives you extra souls for killing his own skeletons. When he does that scream, that's signalling when he's going to do that attack. But yeah, Nito's not too difficult. I mean, as long as you just get behind him, he's pretty doable. He does have a grab attack. I'll probably get grabbed in this episode, so. Oh, he's going to kill his skeletons now. He's going to do an AoE. That's the AoE. Area of effect. I can never avoid that attack, no matter how much I try. The AoE again. But yeah, that's all there is to the battle really. It's pretty doable. Just read his attacks as with most other bosses. Once he's got rid of all his skeleton buddies, you're free to attack him and deal as much damage as you can. But fire magic does the best damage, I have found out. Or you can use lightning, but I don't think lightning does as much damage. And that's Nito. Pretty cool boss fight, if I must say so myself, and we get the Lord Soul from Nito and one humanity. And the scimitar, I don't even think I need it. I think I've already got one. So activate the bonfire here and breathe a sigh of relief because we are done with the catacombs and the tomb of the giants. We don't have to come back here, which is a godsend to me because I hate this area with a passion. I hate it. I'll be glad to see the end of this place. So there is a suit of armour somewhere around here before I end this video, guys, and I just want to show you that. I think it's the Paladin set. Yeah. There's definitely something around here somewhere from my knowledge of playing this game. Come on, where is it? Did I pass it? No, no. I'll just give it one more look. Excuse me. And then if I can't find it, I'll just move on. But you know, it's definitely a set of armour somewhere in here. No, this looks like I'm not gonna be successful in getting it. So anyway, that is the Tomb of the Giants and the Catacombs. Little bit annoyed that I died 3 times in this episode, but that's the game for you. That's Dark Souls. You'll die plenty of times under Souls games. Plenty of times. Even the most professional Souls players die. And if they say they don't, they're lying to you. You know, you can be a pro at this game and you can still die countless times. You can have the maximum level, you can have the maximum armour and equipment and spells, everything, and doesn't guarantee you're going to get through the game without dying a couple of times. So yeah, if you don't like games where you die over and over and over and over again, then this game isn't for you. Dark Souls, the Souls games in general are not for you if you don't like. I mean, if dying bothers you, is what I'm trying to say, in a video game, then the Souls games in general are not catered for you, because, like I've said, you can be as powerful as anything, max level, max equipment, you'll still die. You will still die in the game, and I have died in this game, in this Let's Play, plenty of times, guys, so take it from me, you know, I'm no by means a pro at this game. There are probably better people that play this game, but I don't aim to be a pro, you know, I just put my videos out and I hope they entertain you guys, and if they entertain you, then I've done something right. So yes, it was a bit of a long video, guys, but I do want to say thank you for watching. We have now successfully completed the Catacombs and the Tomb of the Giants. The next video I put out will be a farming video of where you can farm humanity, as you've seen in this video. So I'm now going to warp back to Violent Shrine. So now that we have the Divine Ember, we can use that and take that to Andre, and he can smith our weapons past a +5. And the next area we're going to be going to is the spooky, scary ghost area, New Londo Ruins. So we're going to be fighting the 4 kings in the next couple of videos. So we're going to New Londo Ruins, defeat the 4 kings. Once we've defeated the 4 kings, the only areas that are available to us is Lost Izalith. So then we'll be heading to Lost Izalith, clearing up what we need to do in Lost Izalith, and then the Duke's Archives, beating Seath the Scaleless, and just defeating the last of the bosses. I don't think we have too many bosses left now. I think there's about 5 or 6 bosses left that I need to take care of, and then we've basically done the whole Dark Souls game. So thank you very much for watching this episode. I do wish it could have gone a lot smoother, but that's the Catacombs for you guys, unfortunately. And I hope you got a laugh out of it. I hope you found it insightful. I hope the videos have helped you in your playthrough, if you're playing through the game again. And if not, I hope the videos have just put a smile on your face and you've learned something from the videos. If you're a complete beginner at this Souls experience, at least I've done something right in the videos. So I've warbled on enough, guys, so thank you very much for watching. Appreciate all your likes and feedback. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Helps the algorithm and it will help my channel. If you would like more content, more Dark Souls content, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, be safe. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.